But hey, what's also obvious is welcome to episode 30 of Box of
Oh
Topics.
my God,
I know, right?
30. Jesus
Because you never
Christ.
know what you're gonna get. So let me go ahead and fix my hand over here. There we are. Yeah, 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 looks about right. So, anywho, uh, uh, really tragically enough, right before we started this,
We
where
saw.
yeah,
No,
we
yeah,
heard.
we heard an
Then we went to
accident.
go investigate. We
Yes.
heard a car crash, and I'm like, "Whoa, that sounded real close." Because all I heard was a boom. Whoa, where'd that come from? So, of course, investigated. No one got hurt. Well, apparently,
Apparently.
there was a lot of arguing. Kind of hard to argue if you're, injured.
You'd be shocked.
Well, true, true. Adrenaline does carry,
It
but,
carries you.
but from what we could tell, it didn't seem like such a horrible injury. Just a clash, and then the car spun off. You know,
Crazy.
if one of them was flipped over, I'd have to. Is everyone okay? I want to
Mhm.
get too close because I mean, what if people are volatile? I want to get. It's like dark, scary out there. Lions, tigers, and bears. Oh my!
Yeah. And I don't know. It seems like everybody it's either they if somebody's getting hurt, either they grab a phone or people start fighting. I don't that's like a new thing. I don't know. It might be something in the water.
Might be clearly lead, but outside of that, I know one of our fun little viewers, also new subscribers, RKS.
RKS Mutual.
Yeah, okay. I am saying those letters in the right order. I'd hate to mess that up. Um, they gave us quite a few things to.
No, that's not who gave us the stuff.
It
That's
wasn't. No?
no, that RKS Mutual said that they had some topics, but
Yeah.
they haven't told us what those topics are yet. No, the person who gave us the stuff to talk about, what you want to talk
I
about?
feel like that was still RKS.
No, that wasn't RKS. I'm gonna tell you exactly who it was. Give me 1 second.
Also ended up getting a mechanical pencil today. That's pretty cool.
That was Beagle Tree.
Beagle tree.
Yes.
Wow.
Gave us some topics. But
Yeah,
Beagle Tree hasn't been back.
yeah, that
Hey,
is.
James. Kale. Hello, how are you?
It's a fun last name.
Yeah,
That was fun.
well, I'm not too sure if I'm saying that correctly. Hey, Badu87, what are you? Anil Castillo, hi.
Um,
Hi.
from what I can tell,
Stop it.
human being. Um,
This is the podcast Box of Topics because you
oh,
never know what you may get.
oh, you're asking that? Yes, yes. And this box of topics. Never know what you're gonna
Are
get.
you Lu American or Bad Witch English or something else? Are
Never
you
heard of
what?
those.
Just
Um,
plain old human over here.
just
Yeah, we don't give ourselves a whole bunch of titles. Human,
human.
male,
Yeah,
human, female. That's
yeah.
about all we go.
Earthling. If you want to get spicy with it.
Oh, he says Badu87, are you human or robot? Okay. Anil Castillo says big. You're big.
Oh, thank you. Well, to be fair, I don't think I'm a robot, but I passed quite a those, are you a robot tests.
I tend to pass those too.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Only a few times I'll be sitting there wondering because I like select all the boxes that have a car in it, and then it'll be that one box that has a little bit of tail light, and you're like, does that count?
Is that kind
Should I
you know
click
what?
that?
I do the same thing.
I should be
I
clicking them just to make sure.
I'm optimistic. A Badu 87. I'm optimistic prime from planet Neptune. Well, congratulations. Happy that you joined us all the way from Neptune. Good to
Man,
see you.
I was
No,
just.
I Anil Castillo says no, I am big fan. Anil Castillo
Oh,
says she's they're a big fan. Well,
oh,
thank
well, thank
you.
you.
Yes.
Yeah, I only had, I think, one other time there was someone who came up and said they were a big fan, and I was like, really now? Name one of my videos. They couldn't. But anyway,
Well, we happy to see you,
you know,
Neil
always
Castillo,
happy to
and
meet a fellow
also
individual.
Badu from the other planet. Hey, happy to see y'all. We love fans. Gotta
Yes.
love them.
Any questions, comments, concerns, any topics you want to bring in? I'm happy to conversate about them with you. You know, have a nice little fun time here.
Oh, what are you, please? Badu 87. Well, didn't you say you self identify as a Apache helicopter?
There was that time where I was like, I do self-identify as an Apache helicopter with a 4x4 log going straight through it.
All right. I would identify as a Pegasus. I would say pink, sparkle glitter, maybe a little blue stripe in there. Now purple. Oh yeah, I'd have a
Purple's a
purple
nice color.
stripe. Yes, with some glitter. I love this family. Okay, Badu 87, he's laughing. Yeah.
Hey,
Okay.
much love to you as well.
Yes.
But yeah, because like when everyone was talking about how they self-identified, I was like, that the one I came up with, that sounds hilarious. Whenever anyone a 4x4 log, yes, come on, it's gotta be there. Otherwise, it's not me.
I didn't hear about the 4x4. That's an update because I know you always said a Apache helicopter. So
Yeah,
that's cool.
I ain't want to be just a normal Apache helicopter. Gotta have some accessories, some decal.
Badu say love and respect. I'm joking, bro. We know.
Of course.
We have a lot
That's
of
why I'm
fun
like, you know, gotta go along with it. You know,
laugh and live longer. That's my whole philosophy.
Everything can be a fun little jab.
Okay, so Badu 87 said love and respect from Lebanon. Okay.
Oh.
Much love.
Definitely.
Yes.
This does not fit here. Oh, well, I'm putting it back in my pocket.
Yeah, so.
And then I went to the movies today. That was fun.
Don't give me spoilers now.
Well, of course, no, I'm not gonna. But I will say I saw the new Lilo and Stitch. Enjoyed it.
Okay.
It was funny too because while I was going, of course, me and my family was like, "Hey, how we gonna get snacks in there?" Of course. So they were like, "We got a purse."
Oh, Amy Castillo says from Honduras. Okay. Awesome. I love that. I love that. Oh, I love that.
Oh my god. You know how like crazy it is for like other people, but like they got fans all around the world. I'm like, yo, that's crazy. I never imagined like, you know, for me to ever reach that. It turns out there was one time I was looking at my analytics to see where I was getting viewed from, of course, you know, North, South America, cool. And there was one time I saw one viewer from like Cuba. I was like, I reached Cuba?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Y'all done just made his day.
You know, like what?
But yes, continue about Stitch, which is one of my favorite Disney characters. I love Stitch.
I gotta go back and watch the other one again. It's
the original one.
Yeah, I got it. Like after watching that one, I gotta watch the other one now too, because
it's like live cartoon action, something like that. It's a mix.
No, it's just straight up live action. They just did it correctly. They did it right.
Cool.
Yeah, like Detective Pikachu. And what's another?
Neil Castillo says you're so funny, and me too. Oh yeah, Stitch. Yes.
Oh yeah.
It. Oh, there's so many Disney characters that I just absolutely love, and Olaf is another one of my favorites. We was talking about Olaf the other day.
Mm-hmm.
I love Olaf. Olaf was real. I swear to God.
Funny enough, another animated character that I actually do enjoy and never thought about it until, you know, like we kept talking about it. What was that? Secret Life of Pets? With the little sheep Cotton? That man he just Cotton, go to your cage. Okay. The other way, Cotton. Okay. Man's just fine with anything.
Oh, Anil Castillo says bye. They're leaving us.
Bye. Have a nice
thanks
time.
For dropping
Thank you for coming in.
We really appreciate you. Don't forget to share, like, subscribe. I said it
comment.
backwards. And comment.
You know. we'll definitely be here. If you ever want to drop in again, we do these daily. If we ever miss a day, then we do two. You know,
Yeah, we always get our time in.
yeah. So feel free to drop by anytime. I always
Yes.
read my comments.
Yes.
Alrighty. Hmm?
They just say okay
Oh, okay.
with a smile. All right, continue. You
Women
was
nice
talking
people.
about
Oh yeah, how we have like the little purse or whatever. Uh,
cotton.
oh, God. Right.
Yes. You like cotton because cotton is like you.
Honestly, he's a little dude. Just always
And
fine with
everything.
everything.
Okay.
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 And like the whole time when him and the other dog was like in perilous danger, hanging over like a whole tree branch, the dog himself, oh my god, we're in such a terrible situation, Cotton. Whee! Just
And so
having
just
a great time.
yes, just like you. That's why you like them so much. Same thing. Yes. But oh, okay, so you like Stitch. Was it the same exact or did they change it up a little bit?
um, well, without spoiling too much, most of the movie was definitely the same.
Not just change it
Yeah,
a little bit because that's how Aladdin was. They changed up just a little bit. It was it was a little bit different. It wasn't exactly the same movie. It was just a little bit different.
nah, see,
You didn't like the live action
Aladdin,
Aladdin?
not even no. The only part I liked was like Will Smith's "Friend Like Me" or his Arabian Night song. That was it. Outside of that, the entire movie was just completely,
What?
yeah. It was not. And then some of the
No.
songs they changed, they made them slower for some
I
reason.
liked it. I didn't, you know what? And I know I liked it because I was prepared not to like it because the cartoon was such a classic for me where I watched it so many times. And then when they did it up again, I was like, yeah, I'm not going to like this. But then I ended up liking it. So it was like, it had to be a cool movie. Especially when you got in your mind, like, I'm not going to like this. And then you end up like, hey, that was okay. So you know it's got to be okay.
It was the opposite for me. I was like, this shouldn't be a bad movie. They got Will Smith in here.
Well, I mean, just
I
because
did
you
not guarantee nothing. Oh my
I can
god.
tell you, just because you have an actor that's in a movie that's good in other movies does not guarantee they're going to be great in everything. Because I just recently saw a movie, a very terrible movie that I am mad I cannot get my hour. I think the movie is an hour and 40 minutes, and it had Bruce Willis in it.
Mm.
Oh, and that's the only reason why I turned into it
Cause you
because
just
I
seem
was like,
like they tried to pour Bruce Willis into this, didn't they?
the movie was horrible. I mean, I was like, he must owe somebody a favor.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only thing. And have you ever seen a movie where it's a good actor in it, but the movie is terrible, and that's the first thing you think, like, this person, they must have.
Yeah, cause like I have this one YouTube channel I tend to watch all the time where they be, you know, talking about movies and ranking off everything wrong with them. And every time they do see a good actor in a bad movie, that's their immediate sentence. Like, oh, they dragged poor, Will Smith into this movie,
Man,
didn't they?
that
Ah, darn.
that movie was so terrible. I'm gonna try to look it up because it was so bad. I like watched it from my mind, but I'm gonna try to look it up so I can tell y'all about it, so you can avoid.
Avoid, please
Don't do it
don't.
to yourself.
Yeah,
Avoid.
yeah. And it's like, okay. So like, yeah, true. The movie being different from the cartoon will inherently be like, oh, nostalgia, it's bad. But I learned with a lot of things, as long as it carries the same level of passion, it could be completely different. But it'll still be good because love and care was put into it. It doesn't feel like a cheap cash grab. With the live action Aladdin, okay, so the whole song where he's like pretty much introducing himself, summing up his whole situation. I only steal what I can afford. That's everything. So while he's doing this in the cartoon, he's running from all these guards, tricking them, getting past them, doing all these elaborate stuff just to get away with bread, right? But in the
He even
actual
say in the movie like all this for a loaf of
bread,
bread.
it's just a little snack, guys. Calm down. But in the live action, right?
Uh-huh.
It's the same kind of thing. He grabs some bread. He has Princess Jasmine with him somehow, some way, and then these guards are about to get him, and all he does is walk away from them calmly and get on the back of a carriage. And
See,
that's
but that's live action. I mean, in order to recreate all the stuff that happened in the cartoon, you need a parkour. You need the what is the G?
uh,
Well, I always say it wrong. GFS? No, G. What's the
CGI.
CGI? There we go. See, what am
Mm,
I thinking about? GFS. Oh, I
no,
need some.
there you go.
I need some containers, so I guess that's why I got that in my head.
No.
Okay, the name of the movie was called Wrong Place.
Well, I guess you were in the wrong place.
I was in the wrong place. It was an hour and 36 minutes, and I watched it on I watched this on. I watched it on Hulu. Hulu, I need my hour and 36 minutes. I need an hour and 36-minute credit for that. That movie was terrible.
I'm sorry to hear that.
It was criminal. It was so terrible.
Hmm.
It hurt my feelings that I actually sat there and watched it. And then, it's one of the things where it was like I was sleepy and tired and didn't even feel like looking for the remote. But I should have.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like it would have been worth it to move.
Oh, it was such a horrible movie. And it just kept going from bad to worse to worse to horrible to terrible to oh my God. Yes. It was
I'm sorry to hear that.
and yes, I thought it was gonna be cool because they had Bruce Willis in it. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, okay.
They can't mess this up. They messed it up. And that's how you have to learn. Just because it sounds good doesn't mean it's gonna be good. If people can mess up fried rice. People can mess up cereal.
No. Fried rice is difficult if you don't know what you're doing. So anybody messing it up, I'm gonna give you credit. But if you mess up boiling water,
that can happen.
That's when
That's a special kind of person where they're able to burn water. Like the CIA needs to talk to you specifically because how did you burn a liquid?
Yeah, now see, if you're messing up water, now that's where it's like, okay, I can't. I try to be on people's team, but you lost me there.
Hey, Bruce, I need some help in the kitchen. What is wrong? So I try to make myself some cereal, and what did you do? You go in there, the whole kitchen's on fire? How? How did you even get to this point?
What cereal? It's just cereal and milk. Just cereal out the box, milk out the fridge.
Cereal, milk, spoon. That's all you needed. See,
that's a cartoon right there.
It's like, I grabbed the spoon and I grabbed the bowl, and after that,
that would be like somebody be like, I'm hungry. We're gonna make something. Oh, I'm terrible cook. I'm terrible in the kitchen. They'd be like, you know what? It's real safe. Get yourself some cereal and some milk. And then they go in there and you hear all this commotion. Right. And then they peek their head out and be like, about that real simple. Right. Now that's a cartoon. Right
in here. Yeah. What did you do? So you remember when you said grab the milk out of the fridge? Somehow, some way, I may have upset the fridge. You're back.
That right there. Now we just gave somebody an idea for a great cartoon. Right
Shoot,
there.
I might just make it once I learn how to animate.
Hey, you need to.
Yeah, but outside of that, the Aladdin movie. Now, because from all the crazy stuff I've seen, from Indiana Jones, Batman, all types of different stuff like that. I don't care what the excuses is. Do better. Like what? That's like a video game nowadays coming out and
it'd be crappy.
Yeah, like no, you ain't got no excuse. There's technology. There's programs out there for you.
No excuse for doing bad, huh? Okay. You didn't enjoy Aladdin. Was there any Disney movie that went to live action that you was like, yeah, I like this?
Lilo and Stitch.
That's it?
Well, I can't think of any other. Okay. What others did they make?
Well, I know they recently did a live action Snow White. I kind of want to see what they're going to do with Snow White because, the original was so old and it was the damsel in distress and, the whole, 50 housewife mindset. So I want to see what they do with that. to like bring it up. I have not watched the live action Little Mermaid either.
Oh yeah, where
Yeah.
people was trying to
Don't even.
they
Don't even.
ruined our character.
Don't
How? It's the
even.
same movie.
Don't even. We
That
don't
joke,
even want to entertain those type of people.
that joke was just funny to me. Like what?
Yeah, the ridiculousness of it all. But I mean, they did the same thing with James Bond when they had the first James Bond that had blonde hair. Because traditionally, all of them had dark hair before. So when they brought out a James Bond that had blonde hair, when I tell you, there was people leaping off of buildings over this. Like, are you serious? It's just, and then they was trying to pressure people to change the characters, which they didn't. And then he made, I don't know how many movies. He made quite a few. And people still, James Bond is still going.
Like I.
Oh, but you know what would be cool? Oh, you know what would be super cool? And all the other movies is doing it. So let me clear my throat. What would be cool is if they make a James Bond movie and they bring back some of the former James Bonds.
Oh, okay.
And have them all in the same movie.
So kind of like how they do with a lot of different franchises.
Oh, yeah, all that. So whoever is doing the James Bond movies, I'm giving you a great idea. I go, I haven't paid to see a James Bond movie and since Sean Connery. Since Sean Connery. What? After that, I like Pierce Brosnan, but I never did pay to go see any of his movies. I paid to go see 007, Sean Connery as James Bond. All the rest of them, nah. I just waited for it to come out on cable, whatever it was. But if you tell me you got a James Bond movie and you bring it back all the old James Bonds, and now with CGI, you can even bring back the ones who can't act. You can just get permission from their family,
That or get someone who looks like them, because
I mean, usually family, if the money is right, family be like, yeah, sure. Manufacturer, yes, they'll do it, but that would be super cool. You have that, all the James Bonds, and they all be in the movie, and they all, whether they play a role of the actual James Bond, which would be cool, where they just be like, Bond, James Bond. Yeah, who are you? Bond. James Bond. Well, I'm 007. And I'm 007. Oh, I could write a whole book of stuff to be it would be hilarious, it would be cool, and bring back the worst villains too, if you can, if they weren't dead, I think they kill all they villains, but they henchmen, the top henchmen, I'm sure they still around.
Oh yeah, bring them back as the hey, I'm taking over for the boss.
That part, man, we just wrote a brand new James Bond movie right here on Box of Topics.
Because you never know what you're gonna get.
Exactly. So James Bond franchise, you're welcome. Drop the mic. Boom. Right.
What's like another series that kind of did that? I almost had it, but kind of left that.
What, brought back all the old people?
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna have to say
I know Ghostbusters did it.
Oh, Ghostbusters always do it. Always. They always bring back all the old people along with because the new version, they with the girls in it. They brought back all the old people in that. The newer movies always bring all the old people back. I love it. I love it. Stuff like that, when it's done clever, and they do it in every movie. So it's not even a time where you just be like, oh, here they go with that again. No, I be sitting there like, ooh, how they gonna do it this time? Yeah. How they gonna do it this time? Ooh, yes, it's great. I love it. So yeah, that's just something, if you do it right, it's entertaining. And you get excited.
Yeah, that's how I feel about them live action movies. If they do it right, it's exciting and entertaining. But it's like if they change it up and it's not. And then, I even try to be fair, right? Try to not compare it to the old one, because sometimes that's unfair. But I try to judge it as its own movie. And outside of the two parts where Will Smith sung, I couldn't tell you much about that movie. If
Oh my
anything,
God, you back on that Aladdin thing?
I fell asleep.
Oh Lord, let it go, let it go. You didn't like it. We got it.
You
Moving
have to understand how
on.
much I don't like.
Oh my God. Moving on.
Because if I'm able to tell people how much I love something, they're able to sit there. Well, welcome to the I don't like it talk.
Anyway,
But
Lord
anyway.
have mercy. Yeah, so I'm gonna give a shout out to Wendy's. Their lemonades, the strawberry lemonade, they got this new tangerine twist. They pomegranate something. I forget what else the pomegranate is. And then it's like a pineapple. No, is it pineapple mango? Whatever it is, when I tell you, I am a lemonade fan. I love the mixed lemonades. You know, I usually go to Simply and they blueberry lemonade and all that stuff was my favorites. But when I tell you, Wendy's lemonades are the best out here. And I mean, they not even that expensive. I would highly suggest if you want a great tasting lemonade mix, go to Wendy's and pick up a cup. I'm telling you, the stuff they doing with them lemonades now, it's like fancy. Like I feel like I've been to a fancy place without the fancy price. It's just awesome.
Indeed.
Yes.
Understand.
How about you? You got any place that you go where you feel like you're getting fancy, but you're not paying the fancy? No, I can tell you who else got fancy without the fancy price is Aldi's.
Well, yeah, because it's an Aldi thing.
Man, they be having all types of. You can get brie cheese, you can get cranberry walnut cheese, you can get the crackers and all that. And I'm telling you, it'd be like fancy, but you're not paying the fancy price. I don't know if anybody else know about that, but I went into Aldi's the other day and I was picking up something right quick. That's why I got those wraps with the Italian wraps and the whole wheat tortillas. I didn't even know they made whole wheat tortillas, but oh my God, this stuff was so good. Like, y'all had this the whole time? Like, oh my God, this stuff was delicious. And it was like fancy. I felt fancy eating it. Like I wanted to just put my pinky out while I was eating, but it was like,
oh, yeah, I always do that.
Yes. And I got that. I got the sandwich. I got some Italian dressing. I got, I think it's some fruit on that. And she's like $6.59. What? $6? And I got lunch, right? Just the whole. Oh, and I had a bottle of flavored water.
Oh, that's really expensive.
God, I felt rich, but my pockets felt happy.
Man, that sounds like the advertisement Temu wants to have.
Oh my God. Yes, I ate like a billionaire, but I paid like a pauper. It was great. I was like, oh my God, y'all had this the whole time. Like, really? Yeah, so I'm going to tell you, I don't know if anybody messed with Aldi's, but I'm going to tell you, they have some great food in there. Oh, and that's where I got that salmon spread from. Mm-hmm. That was good. They also had this great, it was a Cajun salmon. And then I also got that seafood spread. That was, man. And they be having all these little bread crackers. I don't know. But I'm telling you, if you got all these near you, walk in and just check out what they got in a little section of food. I was shocked. Like, okay, all right, I see y'all.
Speaking of which, speaking of that store, what is the that little noise? What is that for? I gotta know.
I think it means they need help up front or something. Okay. I don't know.
Okay, so behind that, there's also a fun story. So when me and all my siblings were younger, little kids, like to run around and stuff, anytime we'd, start running in Aldi's, being kids, we'd always hear like an out of nowhere. It scared the crap out of us, right? It was loud, throughout the whole store. We was like, what the heck was that? We looked at our mom because, all-knowing mother, you know what this is. What is that? And she was like, oh, it's simple. That's the store telling you how to stop running.
I told them that was the bad buzzer.
Like,
Anytime they be doing something bad, they will buzz.
And I'm like, no way. So there was one time, like after she said that, I was like, so I started running, and the second I did, oh God, they're watching me, scared the crap out of me. And I remember one of the times where I started investigating it because I always thought, yeah, if I do anything bad in the store, that buzzer's gonna go off. So there was one time I'm holding on to the basket, walking with my mom, not doing anything bad. I'm not even straying far away from her. Still, what did I do wrong?
That was so funny.
I didn't even do anything.
I had y'all growing with that for years. And then one time, they wasn't doing anything. They was on their best behavior, and the buzzer went off. They was like looking at me like, what do we do? And I was like, it must be some other kids in here being bad, but y'all still stay on your best behavior.
I was like, yeah, that's for anyone?
I had them going with that for years. That was so funny. Oh, Lord. And then finally, when they got to be bigger, I told them, hey, yeah, it's just a buzzer they do in the store. But I don't even know what the real reason is. Actually,
because I never really noticed any cameras. I just felt like I was being watched at all times.
That was hilarious. Well, it's always something where you can get kids on because they so sweet and they so innocent, and you can tell them anything, and they just be like, okay. So yeah, I had them on that one.
Mm-hmm.
But oh my God, when you talk about kids, okay, so traditionally kids will always ask you 8 million questions. I don't know why, but I guess the curiosity, they always little sponges always want to know stuff. So all my kids will always ask me questions, but my second oldest would ask me questions where I seriously could not answer. He would ask me like, why is the sky, why do they call blue blue? And this is before Google and the computer was at the house and we out here in the streets. So I'd be like, I don't know. And he'd be like, why is red red? Why do they call it red? And I'd be like, I don't know, baby. And then I'd be like, don't you want to know why the sky is blue? Or he'd be like, no, I want to know, why is this box? Why they put cereal in a box? Why not put it? I'd be like, oh my God. Why are you like this? Like, oh my God. He would ask questions where I would just constantly be like, and then I research up on the questions he asked me. I have answers for that. Then we go out and he hit me with a whole nother array of other stuff. And I just be like,
I didn't research this.
Right. I'm constantly taking notes so I can go back home.
Know I had homework.
Woo! Yes. And I would just be like, don't you want to know? Here's a toy. Don't you want to play with this? He's like, nah.
Instead. How come the sky is called a sky?
Man, he'd be asking.
How come it's not called the ground? I don't know.
Leave me alone, you little 3-year-old tyrant. I don't know.
I'm so glad he never learned about Iceland and Greenland. That would have been one for the 80s.
Lord have mercy. Whew, but yes, he would be asking me stuff, and I just be like, I don't know, baby. I know. I'll be having my arm on the basket, like, I don't know. And he just be like, hey, why did it? I'd be like, hey, don't you want some candy? Don't you want hey, look at this toy. Here you go. Oh no, he'd be like, nah, I want to know why. I'll be like, okay.
Yeah, and I know at some point you would give them the whoever discovered it. They get to name it first. So hey, it's the best I can give you.
Man, and he would still be like, well, why do you think they call honey?
Honestly, I feel like his questions are the reason why professors nowadays ask what do you think the author's thoughts were in this passage?
Oh my God.
I don't know. Man, Dad, what do you want me to I want a sandwich. Let me go and write something real quick before I eat.
That. What do you think the author was trying to say? And you're trying to give me a headache. I think that's what the author was trying to say. Like, man, I don't know.
And then sometimes, why do they always think that the authors of the old are such wise, above everyone, floating in the air beings, when in reality it's just they're another person? And they just, on a Tuesday should be the best day to get spaghetti. See, on a Tuesday, what is that? The second day of the week. See, the reason why they said spaghetti, the reason why they said that is because it's an Italian food. As we know, the Italians were the second ones to. Bro, it's not that deep. They did not.
I think what it is that people assume from other people's writings, and because that's all we have to go on, that's when they be like, oh, they must have been this type of person, or they must have been that type of person. As opposed to now, where you got video and you got all this stuff where you can see how goofy they really are in life. So it's like, yeah, never meet your heroes. Because if you could go back and meet them, you just be like,
I wouldn't go backwards to meet any of the people who I'm like, oh, that person's cool, because there's a 98% chance. Holy crap, is that Frank Sinatra? Hey, I'm a really great friend. Now wait a minute. wait, no, I'm a fan of your work.
Yeah. No, it's just, I think it's because you only have like and as time goes on and technology gets better, yeah, you can see that they're actually human. You can see that even like old Hollywood, they used to put on a persona where you would think that's the type of person they are. In real life, because look at what's her name, Joan Crawford. She turned out to be a child abuser and neglecting her kids and all this other stuff. Yeah, but not if you saw her on screen. You think she was so that's all it is.
Elvis Presley, what a guy.
They say so much about Elvis back and forth. It's like, I have my own opinion about Elvis, but it's like, hey, they and unless you actually know a person, like really know them, I don't think you can really ever say what they really are. And still, people that know you, that come in contact with you, they still don't know, right? Because I gave birth to you. I don't know everything about you.
Well, shoot, even I don't know everything about me. Some things I have to discover.
Right.
But I'll definitely know more than most people, because it's not even something where I could. So. Yeah, of course. Because I was just about to say, like, it's not even something I could, like, tell you. It's just a feeling that I have.
Yeah, and sometimes you can't even explain what you be going through.
Yeah.
Like, you'll say, okay, they be like, well, what are you going through? I don't know. I don't know. I'm just sad.
I'm just not having a good time.
Yeah, it don't that word don't really even describe it. Yeah, it be layers to what you're going through, and then or you be like, well, I'm happy, and then you be like, really? You happy? Because you seem like it's more than that. You're like, well,
I don't know, man.
Right.
And it's like, once you do try to describe exactly how you feel in the simplest form, by the time you're done with it, everybody go. Because it takes a minute. It will take, like, I'm happy, but I'm not at the same time. I'm actually sad, but it's not that kind of sad where it's like, well, time to see if I can do a backflip off this building. No, it's not that. But it is like a certain level of, like, irony to it. And where are you going? No, come back here. You asked how my day's going.
Right.
What did you want me to do? Say fine and keep it moving? No. Right. Come back here. You're my free therapist for today. You signed up for this.
Yes. Oh, but I swear, I love the moments where you just be like, you. Well, I have my phrases too, where it's just, my famous phrases where I'll be like, I'm happy, but I'm not. Or one of my favorite ones is I'm tired but wired.
But wired, yeah, I love that one.
That's one of my favorite ones because I'll be so tired, but I'm up to do it. Let's go. Yeah, so
yeah.
But yes, tired but wired. Happy but not. Oh, sorry but not sorry. Who the person that made that song?
That phrase.
Oh, baby. Thank you.
Yeah. Me though, a lot of times whenever I'm like not having a good time and people can obviously tell, they're like, hey man, what's wrong? And I'm gonna lie to you to not bring down everyone else's mood. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm having a nice time. And we're gonna keep going past that point, and I'll deal with this on my own time.
And know why I like to when I do group activities. sometimes I prefer to drive my own vehicle because of that. When it's going south and I'm not having a good time, hey, you know what? My kids are. I thought you said all your kids were out of town. And
Yeah, my
I
kids
gotta
are stuck
go.
walking in a fish tank. I gotta go.
I got it right. Gotta go.
They're stuck walking the dogs in the fish tank, and if I
Yeah.
don't get home soon, the alligators are gonna cook the sharks. So I gotta go.
Yeah.
Nothing about
Ooh.
that story made any sense. Bye.
Right, right. Oh my God. Do you feel obligated to like tell people, hey, I gotta go, or do you just go?
Okay, so sometimes I do. Other times I'll just up and leave. It does depend, right? Like perfect example. If everyone's distracted by themselves, I'm out of there. But if someone, is eyes on me, I'm a hey, so I'll be right back. Probably, probably not. And yeah. And sometimes, right, they'll never know when it actually is. But sometimes because of how often it used to be, I'll just go. Oh, would you look at that? My mom's calling for me. All right, I'll see y'all later.
Gotta go.
And I'll leave for an extended period of time and not come back.
Ooh, are you a when you're at the end of a friendship, relationship, any type of ship, do you tell them or do you ghost them?
So
Do you have the
for
conversation?
uh, for me, it's like honestly, I could just kind of forget about the person. So kind of inadvertently kind of ghost them because it's like,
Whew, I'm a habitual ghoster. I am.
I
Ooh, I swear, it's like
because
it's
honestly,
one of my favorite activities.
I feel like for me, I don't want to be bothered with like that whole because the second I don't want to be friends anymore. What do you mean you don't want to be friends? And click like
You want to avoid the conversation. I mean, I've had people that try to force me into the conversation, and then I'll just be like, "Well, what do you want me to say?" Because I tell them, they'll say, "Well, why are you da da da?" And I tell them exactly why. Because I'm not I don't have a filter, and I'm not the type of person.
well
I
because
mean,
you get on my goddamn nerves every 12 seconds. So
no, but I say things in a way not to hurt feelings as well too. I try to. But I always be honest. I'm gonna give it to you. You want it? I'm gonna give it to you. But I am a habitual ghoster. I swear to God, I just done. So as I in my mind, if I say I'm done, I'm not gonna talk to you. So you can try to explain to because once I feel like you've done wrong, then everything after that is you trying to convince me of otherwise that I am crazy or I don't have it right in my head. But for myself, if I
yeah,
feel like you did me wrong, that's it. I'm
yeah,
not gonna
like I'm
check in
not.
with you, and we're not gonna talk about it.
Yeah, because
No.
that's be my most infamous phrase when it comes to a lot of my friends, where they be having any kind of doubts that I'm like their friend or whatever. I'd be telling them straight up, if we wasn't friends, this conversation right now would not be happening.
Oh my God, do you have those type of friends where they constantly want you to reassure them that y'all friends and all that kind of stuff too?
Okay, I don't have those friends who want reassurance that they are my friend, but I do have friends that be doubting themselves to the highest degree, and I'll be looking at them like, okay, what villain do you think you are? Because I promise you, you're not that guy.
Ah,
Because they be thinking they're like horrible people, and I be looking at them like, my dude, you're my friend, and I don't want to be that guy to be, that narcissistic about myself. But I choose a specific group of people, and if you're in that group, you're a good guy. If you're not in that group, I hate your guts. Like easy, like what?
I have friends that be like that, and for me, it gets to be exhausting after a while. Where I gotta keep on digging you out of your doom gloom spot and keep on reassuring you, and keep on and keep. I'm like, you know what?
I have a method for that. Because one of my friends, they was doing the whole doom gloom and was like, "Oh, maybe I'm a horrible person." So I was like, "Really?" So I took off my therapist glasses, took off the sweater, sat back and went, "Okay, So when do I get my hits in? Huh? Yeah. Keep talking like that. I'm gonna hit you with your fridge. Shut up, man. Like, oh my God. Either fix the problem or shut up. I'm trying to play Call of Duty. Dang.
It gets to be a little tiring where they just constantly be like, oh my God. And I just be like, okay. And then you drop everything and go save them. And then by the time you get back home, you don't even get to take your cape off and they didn't call you again like, hey, I'm back stuck in the wheel. I just stuck you out of the wheel.
Man,
where are you back
get
in
out
there?
yourself. Get out yourself. I'm done with you. I'm not even feeding you because you won't learn anything if I do.
Yes. It's just be like, oh my God, how many shenanigans can you keep getting yourself into? And why is it you keep on doing stuff and I keep saving you and then I don't even get I feel like what was that superhero where they kept saving that same person? Was that a cartoon or a movie? They kept saving the same person, and then after a while, they was just like, "No, I'm not saving you no more. Like, I'm done."
You know, like I couldn't think of what that is off the top of my head, but yeah,
I think I remember something like that, or maybe it should be something.
No, that does sound familiar, but it's like, and nowadays I used to give my friends a choice, like, what friend are you looking for in this scenario? But whenever hey, am I a bad person for doing this, that, and the other? I'm like, well, I'm gonna give you two answers. I'm gonna give you the friend answer, and I'm gonna give you the real answer. Friend answer is no, buddy, you're not a bad person. Look, you're just a little misguided at times. That's all it is. You just gotta look at the bright side, and everything will be fine. So what's the real answer? Yes. If you have to sit there and ask yourself that question, you've done something wrong. Man, if you don't get out of my face with that, bro, you know what? Don't make me a grilled cheese. You know, you want to.
Well, don't conform yourself to be friends with me because I'm not going to conform myself to be friends with anybody else. The famous thing, and I say it all the time. I mainly say it to myself, but it is from the movie Rent. And she take me for what I am, who I was meant to be. I'm singing it all wrong, but that's the whole thing. She's like, take me for what I am, who I was meant to be. That's it. Take it or leave it or leave me. I'm cool with it. You will be okay. I will be okay.
Mm.
I'm a firm believer in it's less stress to be friends with somebody that is easy as opposed to being friends with somebody where it's hard.
Which I will say, I did have one friend like that where it was challenging, but I will say there was one of those friends where it's like I kind of saw past all their oopsie daisies and was like, no, it wasn't even like me forgiving them or anything like that. It was actually me going, this will actually turn out to be a really good friend. Like, this is a good investment. This is like stocks. I'm gonna invest in this, and Lord and behold,
it turned out to be great.
Yeah, I was not wrong. Yeah, that was a gold mine.
I thought you had a friendship where it was like Build-A-Bear, where you had to constantly be putting it back together. Like
I had one friend like that, and I stopped building that bear.
Yes, sometimes let it go.
Man would call me at like 2 a.m. and complain about stuff, and I'm like, dog, I'm on vacation. Stop calling my phone. You have multiple other friends.
Woo!
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, those types where you got any type of relationship where you constantly, if it's, I mean, they say relationships are work. That's true. But if this man, it's a lot of hard
This is
work.
Harder than breathing.
Man,
that's automatic.
It's time to let it go.
Mm-hmm.
Just walk away. And you, oh my God, when I do release that stuff, the release, ooh, you take off that 100-pound coat.
Finally, I can jump. I can reach the top shelf again.
Woo!
I feel like Michael Jordan.
A lot of people, and for me, I don't care what your title is, baby. If you're bringing me stress and doom and all that, you gotta go. You got to go.
No, and I will say, I don't know whoever said this. I think someone said this quote at some point, but it's simply just put, just because, you're friends with me does not mean I'm friends with you. And that is such a real thing because there'll be a lot of people who like look at me like we're best friends and I'm looking at them like we're acquaintances. Who are you even? Like, nah, bro, we go way back. Where? To like last week? I don't know you. Like,
have you ever had somebody that forced you to be their friend? Like you wasn't trying to be their friend and they just kept being super persistent. Next thing you know, you like, oh, screw it.
I I've never had that because I had immediately because anytime someone like tries to force me to be their friend, I immediately tell like it is. Like I don't know you. I don't. Dude, I'm. They're my friends. I don't know you. Like I'll hurt their feelings in an instant without even trying. And then I had to have friends who were my friends. Nowadays are like, and then they'll come in randomly. Hey man, how you been? Dang it, you're texting me. Good. Oh, that's great. You want to hang out? Why did I text
Oh, you
back?
better than me. I don't respond. People that I've been friends with and they randomly send me a text, I look at it and then I just let it stay there. I don't respond back. If I say I'm done, oh my God. And there's so many people where they be like, um, oh, they'll keep going back. And when I say I'm done, that is it. I am done. I don't care what you're talking about, what you offering. If I say I'm done with you, and then you be like, well, I got $400 million. Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna keep it moving. I'm not gonna even acknowledge it. I'm gonna just keep going. And once I say I'm done, I don't care. I'm done. I don't go back. I don't change it. Nothing. I stick. I stand on business. No.
Like that's that's the same thing. Where it's like if I really just don't care for the person, like at some point you was telling me some information about someone I didn't care about. He was like, "Hey, did you know this person worked here?" Sometimes I pee sitting down. What? I thought we were saying just useless information. Like, I don't know.
So
what do you
funny.
want me to do with that?
Ah, you had me dying laughing with that one. I was like, what? And you was like, oh, I thought we just sharing useless information.
I was like, I think I breathe like 80,000 times a day. What? Hey, I don't know. Like, what do you? Hoorah! No, I got nothing.
Yes, I love it. I love it.
Because
yes,
some of my other friends will sometimes tell me useless information about some other person, like their friend or someone I don't care for. Like, hey, did you know this person got married? Did you know I failed to cook ramen noodles in the microwave one time? What? Hey, bro, I'm just look. If you want to give me crap, I'm giving you crap right back. Could you tell me something? And I actually tell them straight to their face, like, I'd rather you tell me how your bathroom break went. That's much more important. Are you healthy? You know. And I'm actually like people will be like, oh, you crazy. I'm so serious. And that's another line of mine. Just, oh, Devin, you so funny. I'm so serious. I do not. I'd much rather you. So I stood up at a 45-degree angle and I couldn't stand up correctly, but it still flowed. Oh, that's good. You know, like hopefully you're healthy. You know.
Let me tell you. Here's a story. Here's the story I got. Okay. I was in Target the other day. I was doing a Grubhub shop, and I was in Target. So while I'm in there, one of the bathrooms are atrocious. Somebody left ill in the toilet, right? So I go in there and use the bathroom, and I see the guy. He's waiting to come in to clean it, right? So if it's a guy and it's a woman's bathroom, they will wait until it's completely clear before they come in, right? Mm-hmm. I'm in there washing my hands and stuff, and I look back at the toilet where they left the nasty, and I was like, he's going to think I did that. So I literally flushed that toilet because I didn't want him to think that was me that left that bathroom nasty like that. Isn't that crazy?
Me, I'm not cleaning up anyone else's mess.
I didn't clean it. I just flushed it.
That's cleaning up someone else's mess. I don't care. Like, that's not my job. I'm not getting paid for this. And I don't care what anyone tends to think. If I walk past that person, they walk in, dog, they ain't talking about me because I know my conscience is clear. There's no dude, none on my hands.
Usually the person who just be like, I don't care. But for some reason, and that was so unlike me. That's why I was like, what's going on with you? Am I getting soft in my young age? Wow. Am I getting soft in my old age?
You got it right the first time.
It's like, what was that? And it stayed in my mind for days too, because I'm like, that's not so like me. Yes. I was like, girl, what is you going through?
Being embarrassed.
Yeah, I'm like, what? You're no longer nonchalant and don't give up.
Rats. Yep. Donkey.
Like, oh, shaka.
yeah, me, I'm starting to become more, and things just don't
Oh
bother me
Lord, I'm
that
so.
much.
I
And
know I'm more mellow though. I am definitely more mellow because I used to be the fly off the handle, short fuse, not even short, no fuse. It would just be like you holding it, pow. That's
so, ma'am, we don't have enough.
I used to
Do
be
you
the
even hear what
blow
the?
up queen. I swear to God, it was not a short fuse, just no fuse. And as soon as I see any type of shenanigans, I be looking too like, I know you're not coming over here. Woo! I used to be terrible, but
I just find it funny that back in those days, those were the days. So I'm like, oh God, mom's gonna do it again. Everyone hot, duck and cover. Now I be with the camera whether you're like, yeah. Hey, you need some help? Hey, get him with the chair.
yeah, but the older I get, the more I'm like, whatever. It is what it is. That's another one of my famous. It is what it is,
No, mom,
and
hit him.
we're here now. Because when stuff used to go wrong, man, I would be in the car screaming to myself, "How did you stupid?" Now it's just like, we here now.
It's the bridge already crossed.
Yes.
Anywho.
Yeah, so that's funny though. How it's like, yeah, but I do like the calmer me part. That I do like. But yeah, that part where I flushed, I was like, what was that?
We gotta check yourself like,
yes,
oh, wait a
I
minute,
had to
young
check
lady.
myself like, what was that?
Yeah, me, I will say I used to have a very kind of narcissistic way about going about things. Like, cause I know who I am, especially as a person, and a lot of times it is the 99.999% of the time, it's whenever I'm upset at somebody, they got me to that point. And the one thing I don't like, the three things I don't like, right, when it comes to people, is either A, when someone's doing wrong and everybody comes in to defend them like I'm the crazy one. B, whenever there's like any kind of debate or anything and it's a 2v1 on me, I hate those. And because that both of those scenarios about to make me just grab a bat and just throw.
What's 2v1?
That's when two people are arguing against me, just for one person.
Okay.
Yeah, like, no, bro, you're stupid. No, bro, no, yeah, exactly. Bro, can I get a word in? Shut up. So, and then, sure, I guess those ones are it. But, yeah, definitely. Whenever I'm, like, the second somebody upset me, and I'm like, nah, because you're stupid. Everybody, what? No, they would never, huh? What are you talking about? No, don't y'all try to defend him, because I know who I am.
Or they either be like, why don't you just let it go? Why don't you tell them to shut up? Why are you telling me?
That's another thing. I hate when people be saying that, especially whenever it's any ally of mine, and it be the main ones who do it because I don't talk to any of my enemies. So yeah, whenever they come on, Devin,
why don't you be the bigger person?
Why do I have to be?
Right.
And then okay, so perfect example. Me and all my friends were playing a game together. It's a golfing game. It's called Golf with Your Friends. And I'm doing pretty well.
That's so simple, but go ahead.
And it starts off that way. I'm over here playing the golfing game, having a nice time. And there's this part where you have to go up this slope to get into the hole. Now, there's collision on for some reason. And one of my friends keep hitting me off the second I go up there. Here's the thing. Every time I move and have to reset, that counts as a ball.
Oh.
So this man is sabotaging me because he's bad at the game.
Oh.
So after that, I'm like, okay. And ever so calmly, block him. I was not having that. And I kept them blocked for quite a few days, for a while. And then some of my friends say, really, Devin, over a golfing game? Yes, because he upset me.
So they didn't see his behavior as being bad.
No.
They just saw your behavior as being bad.
And then
That's funny.
one of them was like, "Nah, Devin, you gotta be mature about it." I'm like, "I am mature. What you need to understand," and I had to tell him, I was like, "What you need to understand is that me being immature is just going, oh yeah, it's fine, it's whatever. That's immature. Real maturity is me being able to own up to the feelings I have and acting on them in a just and according manner. I didn't blow up. I didn't make it everyone else's problem. I just ever so calmly, like the adult I am on my system, block them because I didn't feel like dealing with his shenanigans anymore. Like, who are you? I dare you to say that to my face. What?
You was wrong for standing up for yourself.
Exactly. Like, huh?
Oh, that's crazy.
And then I told him, after I unblock him, do that bullcrap again. You being blocked even longer. Like, I don't know you. You came in from a friend. You came in as a friend off a friend. Man.
Yes. Hey, wrong is wrong. Right is right.
I'll end our relationship over golf. Say I won't. Other people have done worse.
And done worse over less.
So you know, like actual blood-related brothers. Mortal Kombat over fried chicken.
That story is epic. I don't know if anybody know that, but there were in Hart Plaza. This was years ago. Brothers, one shot another over a chicken wing.
A singular one, not a bucket full, just the last one.
Yeah, I don't. When I hear stories like that, I just feel like, wow. I mean, you obviously you got long carrying issues over the years, but why still be around that person?
You know. Also, I will say, I guess one of my other pet peeves is like whenever I do talk about those past events that upset me in the past, whenever I talk about them, people, Devin, you still upset about that? Clearly not. Duh, idiot. Because if I was still upset, he'd still be blocked. Duh. Like, read the room. It's just I forgave, but I didn't forget. Like, what do you expect me to do? Man, it was such a lovely time with him knocking me off. Like, yeah, I was risking my entire good time just because he wanted to, like, am I supposed to? Hi, 911, how are you? So there's some people breaking into my house. Lovely time. They're stealing all my stuff. No, I'm acting on my emotions. And I feel like that's a fair thing to do. Because for one thing that I didn't understand until I started understanding both sides of, well, all sides of the whole gender spectrum was the simple fact that for a minute I thought it was only like a feminine thing to where like once they talk about a story of the old, they get upset about it. I'm like, is that? No, it's not. Because it's a human thing. Yeah. So I've learned, me being a human who's entitled to my human rights, if I start acting humane, hey, you can't get upset because, don't be mad because you don't know how to do it. Shoot. But, yeah, I just want to say that just in case one of those said friends in question watch this and go, man, you still upset? Go ahead, say that to my face. I dare you to say that to my face. I will block you immediately. Like, bro, I swear to God.
All right, we are giving shouts out today to everybody that dropped in. Mm-hmm. James Ko, Badu 87, and Anil Castillo. Hey.
We should probably also with the last ones because we kind of forgot to.
With the last, people from last week.
Oh, yesterday, really.
Yesterday. Wait, hold on. Let's see if I can do this.
Yeah. You just go back a tab.
Go back. Let's see.
Oh. No, it's in the this upper left corner.
Okay. Yeah. Go back. All right. And let's see. Yeah, so we forgot to give shout outs to everybody who joined us yesterday as well. So we're giving shouts out to Demon CN, Ben Worker, Laura Monjoris, RKS Mutual. And I think that's it that we had yesterday.
Really? Were you able to scroll down?
Oh no. That was it. Yeah. That was it. Yep. So for all the people that we forgot to shout out yesterday, we giving you your love today. And everybody who joined us today, of course.
Thank
big love.
Yes. Glad that I have a fan out there, or multiple, really. That's really cool.
That's awesome. That's totally cool.
Yeah. I know one of them is just gonna, hey, why do you wear the same shirt 2 times in a row? Hey man, you ever put your things on quick wash? Beautiful thing. So anywho, with that being said, thank you for joining us today on this wonderful episode of Box of Topics. Hopefully you enjoyed. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share.
Share! Woo!
Yep, I've been your host. Either shoot, what are all the names people tend to call me? Either Halo, Devil, Devin, whatever, whatever you feel like.
Greatest guy. How about that?
And that's been Miss Mama J. And yeah, of course, Box of Topics, because you never know what you're gonna get.
Woo!
Till next time, everyone. And stay safe out there. Jeez Louise, that car crash. Oh my God. Please stay safe. Oh my God.